Leo, hi, how are you? And Happy New Year. This is just Lisa. I'm coming in, having my coffee, and I'm going to do a reading for January 2022 for the sign of Leo. And oops, it's going to be a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. Take what does, leave what doesn't. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for popping in. I hope you enjoy. You'll come back and see me again. And oops, this is my little sad New Year hat, but I never got out to the store on time, or it was like, very late, so everything was picked through. I couldn't even find one with the 2022 on it, so this Happy New Year. Anyway, alright guys, so it's going to be a general reading. We're going to do past, present, and possible outcome. So let's see what we can find for sign of Leo. Alright, we got the Four of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles in your past energy, recent past. Got Two of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Hangman in your present. And your possible outcome is King of Cups, Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Alright, Leo, let's see what we can find out, and I'll clarify with another deck. Okay. Alright, looks like starting out in the recent past, you might have felt like you needed to just like take a break, just mentally like unplug, rest your head for a little bit. So maybe whatever, you were going, whatever you were doing, you just needed to like take a break from it. But then as you got, all recharged and everything like that, you realize that you're going to like need to start building on something that you've possibly been building on for a while, and knowing that it's going to come through and you're going to be able to keep building it up if you keep working at it. So maybe that's what your break was for, just like to give yourself a rest, because like, okay, I got things to do now. Because right after that we have this Four of Pentacles energy, and this is almost like feeling like you need to hold on to what you have. Now this could be time, energy, emotion. It could be a lot of other things other than just just money. And maybe when we clarify, we'll see if we can find out. But basically, it's just kind of, if you ever have the feeling where you want to be generous, you want to be able to give when you can, but if you're so generous and you're giving people, whoever needs things, you're giving it to them, and your lights get shut off, it's kind of like that feeling. So it's not like you're being stingy on purpose, but feeling like you need to hold on to what you have, because if you give it out to everybody, what do you have left? But we'll figure that out if there's more like that. And then for the present energy, I have Two of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the Hangman. So you probably have somebody in your environment. Maybe it's in a relationship with you. Either you're in a romantic relationship, it's platonic, but you just have a really tight bond. It could be either way. And this Knight of Pentacles is right next to that. So I'm wondering if that's not the person. Now it could be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a male. It's just possibly somebody that are tight with. And you're looking like you might be taking another pause, as far as like when you had the Four of Swords. Maybe you're doing it again. But this one seems to me almost like you're looking at a different perspective, like you're trying to see things differently. And maybe you're even thinking about, what do I have to give up? Like, because it's a card of sacrifice too. It's like, so are you sacrificing something to make this relationship work? Or are you looking at something differently for this for this relationship to come and be where you want it to be? And then we have this King of Cups and this Knight of Cups. And this is in the outcome with the Queen of Swords. Well, that's kind of interesting. All right, well, this could be other people in your environment. And this is almost like this could be actually your energies of, being, tender, caring, engaged, um, being emotionally available to people. And then this Knight of Cups, kind of like the same type of energy, just not as mature as the King is. Kind of like hierarchy thing. Or this could just be people, maybe an older person, a younger person, and then another person. Now all these can be male, female, and doesn't have to specifically be like Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, or Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. But really, you have like almost all the signs here. But I'm wondering if this Two of Cups isn't with, combining these people. Because it's the way they're set up, it's almost like they look like a little family. Like, I don't know. Let me see if I can show you. It does. It just looks like a little family. Right? You got King, Queen, and Knight. But again, it doesn't have to be. It could just be people around you. So let's see. Maybe we'll find out something with the clarifiers. Alright, so we got the Four of Swords. What do we have for that? We got the Four of Cups and the Hierophant. So now this looks to me like, alright, with the Four of Cups, it feels like you may have been bored with the situation, that you were looking into, maybe you were looking into something, and because you were bored with whatever situation, maybe the one that had you with a mental rest, maybe like you were just like, just bored. So maybe you wanted to look into something else, maybe go into school or taking some classes that you would feel more engaged in. Because with the Four of Cups, it's just like it could just be boredom, apathy. It's just not interested anymore. So maybe you were just feeling like not interested, possibly in work, and you want to like look at something else to be able to do something else that has you more engaged. And I got the Seven of Pentacles, and that has the Seven of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Huh. Well, if I'm thinking about it, it's like almost like you have this idea that you can do something that you could be building upon. I mean, we had the Seven of Pentacles, and you have an idea that you can make more if you work hard at it. And I feel like that Page of Pentacles is kind of like telling you that. And maybe you are thinking about going back to school or taking classes to be more interested in what you're doing. And the Seven of Swords, doesn't feel like this lying and cheating and stealing. That sometimes it doesn't feel like that, and this doesn't. It feels like you are planning on taking classes. Now this is just general, so it's not specific, but maybe you're trying to find yourself into a situation where you can take what you are offered and actually take from that and be able to build on something. So it's almost like he's not like stealing, not cheating. You're kind of just like taking what's being offered, and you're going to take it and see what you could build with it. So what about this Four of Pentacles? Oh, you got the Hangman again. Did you get it already? That might have been somebody else. Oh, no, there it is. Alright, so you got the Four of Pentacles, and now you got the Ten of Pentacles. Alright, so that to me feels like you have the idea that if you do this, maybe if you go back to some kind of training, you do something, you take what you have been offered through learning something, and you sacrifice, because if you have to go back to school, if you have to go back into some kind of learning, and you already have a job, but you want to like build it up and make it more, it's that Hangman feels like a sacrifice, as far as you're not gonna have time to do whatever it is that you usually do. No more playtime really, but you know that it's going to be, or you're hoping for this outcome. So it's not going to be immediate, obviously, but I think you, in your mind, you're thinking, yeah, if I do that, then I could probably, hopefully get to this. All right, so what about the Two of Cups? Got the Star and the Tower. Oh, okay. With that, that actually feels like, with the Star, like this is like your hopes and your wishes, and you're like wishing for something to happen. And the Tower, as scary as I could look, in this situation, it's not that. This is kind of like, this hit you suddenly. So maybe whatever this relationship was, or maybe it wasn't something that you expected. Maybe it was kind of like, you know, all of a sudden you're like walking through the supermarket and you like caught somebody's eye and you're like, whoa. And also, like, you felt like that zing, you know, that little zing that happens when people actually literally see each other, and it's just, what's that word? Kismet? I don't know what it is. But anyway, it's like that sudden, like that you were not expecting it, because your brain was all the way over here somewhere. You were thinking about, you know, what you were going to do with your career, how you're going to be not bored and everything, and you just literally maybe ran into this person, and all of a sudden, like, they're answering to all your hopes, and, you know, you're wishing upon a star, and it happened, and maybe you didn't even realize you were wishing it. The High Priestess and the Justice. All right, well, so along with that, all right, so you feeling like this High Priestess, all right, something maybe might be eluding you, like you have to use your intuition, like maybe you're not really sure how things are going to work out, because this just surprised you. And maybe now you're thinking, okay, well, how is this going to work out? Like, how can I be in this kind of relationship if I'm going to be busy doing whatever it was that you were going to be doing up here? And I feel like you're just going to try to make it like equal and fair, and not, if you are going to get into a relationship with this person, that you don't want to make it like unfair to yourself or them, where, you know, you're not really going to have time for them, or you're not going to be able to spend the time with them as you'd want to. And then I got this Four of Swords again, and the Eight of Swords. So that's what I think that you're, yeah, okay. So you're sitting, you're taking a rest. You're like, okay, how am I going to do this? Because now you feel stuck. You feel like, I want this relationship. I want this to happen. You know, that would be awesome. But now you feel stuck because you're like, maybe you committed to something else. Maybe you like already signed up for whatever courses, or you already went to, you know, a mentor or something like that, somebody at work, and you said, okay, I'm interested in doing this. And so now you feel like stuck in that situation because you already did it. But this King of Cups, now I don't know who this King of Cups is to you. I don't know if this would be that person. Let's see. All right, so we have the King of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. So it feels like, all right, well, Leo, this is your energy, the King of Wands. And maybe you're feeling kind of left out in this situation because you wanted to make something happen. And again, male or female, that doesn't matter. But now you're not sure if you're able to because of, you know, whatever was going on. Let's see if that's this Knight of Cups. Oh, yeah, right. I didn't even think of that. Because you got the King of Cups here, the Queen of Swords here, and this Knight of Cups, which is actually more like the romantic thoughts and, you know, advances coming out between people. So, I don't know how I lost that one. But, let's see about this Knight of Cups. And King of Cups again. And the Chariot. Alright, well, it looks like this King of Cups is coming out again, and Chariot is like saying, like in a good position. The way things are going in this situation, you're in a good position to be able to continue it. Like everything's like kind of working out again with this yin and yang and this equal, and being able to keep things on the same path. So So what about this Queen of Swords? The Hermit. And the Eight of Pentacles. So that actually to me says like, all right, well, if this is something that you really want and you really want to try to make it happen, because it looks like it was something that was just, it was almost like destined. Like with the Star card and Tower, it's like it was destined to happen. For you to meet this person, for you to get interested in this person. And with these cards, so now the outcome feels like, all right, you needed to just set aside, get your thinking, go in with your intuition, use your gut and say, okay, I could still work hard and still have this. Because it seems like that is what you might not even know that you want at this point, but you are going to eventually. So, all right, well, I like it. It's almost romantic. All right, Leo, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you did. Hope it helps out a little bit. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And Happy New Year to you. And good luck if this is what is out there for you. All right? Thank you very much. Take care.